Well, I'm not the entertainment you want tonight, I know, but I can do the song. So, anyway, I'm Janie Dillard. I'm the Executive Director Senior Executive Officer of the Division of Commerce for the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. And you know, it's an honor to stand on this stage tonight and be able to introduce an icon. But there's a few things I want to say first, because I've got to know this icon a lot more than being able to see her on stage or performance at a concert or something. I've got to really know who the person is. I've got to work side by side with her. The city of Atoka brought this deal to us many, many years ago, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I guess. We sat down in my office. We talked about it. It was a no-brainer. Went to the chief, no-brainer. When somebody comes to Choctaw Nation and wants to do a 50-50 partnership with you, what do? You sign the contract immediately, because that never happens. Nobody ever comes to Choctaw Nation and wants to do a 50-50 partnership if they want Choctaw Nation to put all the money in. Reba McEntire is not that kind of person. She's a person that wants to be part of it. Her hands are all over this property here tonight. She says, the team did this, the team did that. No, she's a woman very involved. She's a savvy businesswoman. She's picked out every dish you got on your table tonight. She's picked out every color, draperies, color schemes, color palettes, everything. She's been so engaged. She's on every call. We don't have a call without her being on there. I've never had the opportunity to be able to work with somebody that's so involved. But first off, I want to thank everybody being here tonight. I want to thank you all the influencers, all the media, everybody that's here, all the VIPs that's been invited from here to Timbuktu. Lord, I've never seen so many people in my life. Red Steagle back there. I mean, he introduced Reba to the Star Spangled Banner in Oklahoma City at the rodeo, NFR rodeo. I mean, that's an icon itself. And there's so many more here tonight that I don't even want to start picking out in the crowd, because I'll miss somebody that's very important. I know you think you're very important, but I'll miss somebody, so I don't want to go there. But first and foremost, for the Choctaw Nation, our tribal council, our chief couldn't be here tonight because he's in community meetings outside of the state. But I got to have the privilege to do this tonight, and I just thank the city of Atoka, every one of you sitting here tonight. I thank you all so very much. But I think this icon that I get to share a stage with tonight, can you imagine an icon as Reba McEntire? Thanks. All right, Mike. Kick it off. Thank you, Janie.
I walk into the kitchen, the silverware is gone, furniture is missing, I guess you got it all. Oh, this is where it all seems like every time you leave me, you try to think of something worse. Can't even get to blues no more. I try to worry like I did before, and nothing happens when I walk the floor. So what am I supposed to do? Toss and turn, but then I fall asleep. I'm going under, but it ain't too deep. You try to hurt me, but it ain't no use. I can't even get to blues. I can't even get to blues no more. I try to worry like I did before, and nothing happens when I walk the floor. So what am I supposed to do? Toss and turn and then I fall asleep. I'm going under, but it ain't too deep. You try to hurt me, but it ain't no use. I can't even get to blues. All of us here at Reba's place, we can't even get the blues no more. Too early, the doctor gave me 30 days, but I must have had my mama's plate and something another of them. So I guess I'll keep on living, even if this love's to die for. 'Cause your bags are packed and I ain't crying. You're walking out not trying to change your mind. I was born to be the baby girl without a chance, a victim of circumstance, the one who wanna give up, but she's just too hard-headed. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. I don't believe in self-pity, it only brings me down. Maybe a queen of broken hearts, but I won't hide behind the crown. And when the deck is stacked against me, I just play a different game. My roots are planted in the past, and though my life is changing fast, who I am is who I wanna be. A baby girl without a chance, a victim of circumstance, the one who wanna give up, but she's just too hard-headed. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor. Oh, I must have had my mama's will, I still do, 'cause I'm a survivor. Remember the first words to this. Rex, what is it? We'll start all over, because then I'll remember the words, I promise. One more time, Mike. It just went right over the hairspray. And if y'all know it, sing it with me, okay? Here we go. Every time I turn the conversation to something deeper than the weather, I can feel you all but shutting down. And when I need an explanation for the silence, you just tell me you don't wanna talk about it now. What you're not saying is coming in loud and clear. We're at a crossroads here. If I'm not the one thing we can't stand to lose, if you don't get drunk on my kids, if you think you can do better than this, then I guess we're done. Let's not drag this up. With you I've always been wide open, like a window or an ocean. There is nothing I've ever tried to hide. So when you leave me not knowing where you're going, I start thinking that we're looking at goodbye. How about a strong shot of honesty? Don't you owe that to me? If I'm not the one thing you can't stand to lose, if I'm not that heir to the heart of you, if you don't get drunk on my kiss, if you think you can do better than this, then I guess we're done. Let's not drag this up. Consider me gone, consider me a memory, consider me the past. consider me a smiling and old photograph, someone who used to make you laugh. If I'm not the one thing you can't stand to lose, if I'm not that arrow to the heart of you, if you don't get drunk on my kiss, if you think you can do better than this, then I guess we're done. Let's not drag this up. Let's not drag this up. Consider me gone. Once again, as Janie said, thank y'all very much for coming out to our grand opening. This has been a long time coming. I know a lot of us thought we were going to be able to open last October, but timing is everything. Everything happens for a reason. To give you a little bit of backstory and a little bit of history, I signed with Polygram Mercury Records in 1975. And I didn't have a #1 record till '83. That was the first song we did for you, Can't Even Get the Blues. We worked 6 years and we waited. But boy, it was worth it. It was so worth it. And so here we are today at the grand opening. Might not have been October, but just like Can't Even Get the Blues, it was worth it. So please give all these folks here that have worked so hard, please give them another big round of applause. They are everywhere. So proud of y'all. Okay. Oh, how about that, guys and gals? Y'all are getting a standing ovation. I am so proud of y'all. And I just learned that there's somebody, maybe 2 parents here that did not go to their kids' dance recital tonight because they wanted to be here. Looky there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now that's dedication. That's wanting to be a part, and that's what this whole place has become, is a big happy family. So thank y'all so very much for all the hard work you've done. I know it wasn't easy. You know, when I see the fiddles here, this reminds me of back when I kind of first got started, kind of got on a momentum. I wasn't really tickled with the production that I was getting on my records. They were doing orchestrations, or there were orchestras, and that just wasn't what I grew up with. I grew up with steel guitar and fiddles. And so I went to the head of the record label and I said, I would really like fiddle and steel guitar on my records. And he said, well, woman, I think you need to go find your own songs. And so I did, and this is one of them. There it is. That's fiddle. How blue can you make me? How long till I heal? How can I go on loving you when you're gone? How blue can I feel? Oh, honey, why did you leave me? Ain't you got a heart left in your chest? And I swear to you that I'm a-dying, 'cause my mind won't let my body rest. How blue can you make me? How long till I heal? How can I go on loving you when you're gone? How blue That same year, my manager, Bill Carter, came to me and he said, I think you need to go listen to some songs that Harlan Howard has written. Now, Harlan Howard was a very famous songwriter. He wrote hits for Buck Owens and Patsy Cline and tons of others. And I was really nervous, and so we went over to his house, and Harlan sat me in front of on this beautiful, big wing-back leather chair. I sat there, and he had his reel-to-reel player going, and he started them up. And I sat there, and I listened, and I didn't like it. And so the tape stopped, and he said, what'd you think about that? And I said, well, I'm going to pass on that one. He said, I got another one. I said, okay. I was sweating really bad at that time. And so he played it. I didn't like it either. And I didn't know what to do except just be honest with him. And he stopped the tape player, and he said, what do you think about that one? And I said, I don't like that. I'm going to pass on that one, too. He said, that's okay. I got another one. I said, thank you, Jesus. So he started playing the third song, and y'all, it was one of the saddest country songs I'd ever heard in my life. And I'm so glad I listened to my manager that day, because that third song became my fourth #1 record in 1984. It's a sad song. It sure gets quiet when the kids go to bed. We sit here in the silence, putting off what must be said. I read a book, you watch TV, as our love dies quietly. I'm so sad I don't know what I just read. Somebody should leave, but which one should it be? You need the kids, and they need me. Somebody should leave, but we hate to give in. We keep hoping somehow we might need each other again. Somebody should leave. So sad. You know, I've done a lot of music videos. I don't like to make them. I just like to look at them when they're finished. So this next song has a pretty good story behind it. The director, Jack Cole, he had a great concept for this song. The only flaw was he wanted to shoot it in Africa. So after the record label company got off the floor for laughing their butts off because of the expense of it all, they did a compromise and said, well, how about we go to Guatemala? Yeah, like that's really closer. So anyway, we loaded up on a plane, went down to Guatemala City, and we took vans 3.5 hours out into the country, and I am not kidding you. He wanted something beautiful and vibrant. The colors were unbelievable. The people were just so friendly. And the little village we shot in, it was the beautiful lake right in between two huge volcanoes, and they were so sweet to us. But we knew Jack had picked the right place because of all the beautiful colors. So unfortunately, Jack got a little carried away with how beautiful the place was because he kept filming and kept filming. And we got to the 4th day of filming for this video, and he said, okay, I've got some news for you. We have enough film to shoot this last scene, which, by the way, tied the whole video together, one time. And we all looked at each other like that's impossible. But nope, we did it. We were all high-fiving. We got through with the video. We loaded up on the buses, went 3.5 hours back into Guatemala City, flew back up to Nashville, and the next week, they gave us the video. We were out on tour, of course, and we were all excited. So we were right there in front of the TV on the bus, and we had the VHS tape. Like I said, it was a long time ago. Put the VHS tape in the VHS player, and we all sat there so excited, and it started rolling. It was in sepia tone, almost black and white. We could have shot it in my backyard. But oh my gosh, what a wonderful experience to go to Guatemala with such a beautiful song. I hope y'all remember this one. Thousands of people live in this town, and I had to run into him when I saw him there on that busy street. Old feelings came back again. There was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He walked up to me and looked in my eyes, and still my world stood still. Oh, I couldn't move, and all I could feel was his aching in my heart, saying I loved him still. Well, y'all know me. After doing all those videos, I was ready for a movie. So I told my agent, I said, I'm ready for a movie. He said, hold on there, cowgirl, it's not quite that easy. I said, well, what do we got to do? He said, well, I'm going to send you a bunch of scripts. You read them, see if you like them or not. And I said, okay, send them to me. He sent me the script, and I read about half of it. And I called him. I said, I like it. I love it. I want to do it. And he said, did you read the whole script? And I said, no. He said, read the whole script and then call me back. I said, okay. 30 minutes later, I called him back. I said, I love it. I want to do it. He said, well, again, hold on there, cowgirl. It's not that easy. Something else you got to do. I said, what is it? He said, well, you got to fly out to L.A., audition for it, which I did twice. So I finally got the part. And movie business wasn't anything what I thought it was going to be. It was dirty, dusty, cold, hot. They wouldn't even let me sing. Of course, how do you sing to a bunch of underground monsters? Did y'all ever see Tremors? Yeah, that was it. But I did get to slip a song into the rolling credits. Goes like this. Well, pardon me, but you've had my attention ever since you strolled into the room. Believe me, now it's not my intention if I appear to come on too smooth. And it's not like me to make such advances, but this time, baby, I could not resist. So if you're up for taking a chance, oh love, well, I can't see a better time than this. So baby, why not tonight? Oh, this could be the start of something right. Hey, we could take it easy, we could take it slow, we could take it anywhere that you like to go. So baby, why not tonight? The stars are out and I'm sure they'll Okay, I'd like for you guys to meet the wonderful band members I have up here with me. On keyboards, Catherine Marks, Carmela Ramsey, Jimmy Stewart, Jim Kimball, Mike Johnson. And then please give a round of applause for my crew that has worked so hard to put all this together today. JV, Mike, Lauren, a bunch of them here. We appreciate y'all. This next song requires some help. Yeah, we need somebody to... Chef Curtis, would you please make your way to the stage, pretty please? And could I borrow that chair right there? Can I borrow that chair? Curtis, bring your own chair right up here. You turn me up just a little bit. Okay, so this is a song. You're going to love it. It's a situation that two women are not liking each other very much right now because of this person. So we'll just tell you the story in song. Please kick it off. I've known about you for a while now. When he leaves me, he wears a smile now. As soon as he's away from me, in your arms is where he wants to be.
But you're the one he rushes home to. You're the one he gave his name to. I never see his face in the early morning light. You have his mornings, his daytimes. Sometimes I have his nights. Yes, I crap.
Does he love you?
Does he love you
like he loves me?
like he loves me?
Does he think of you?
Does he think of you
when he's holding me? And does he whisper?
Does he whisper
all his fantasies? Does he love you?
Does he love you
like he's been loving me? Well, oh, we're not through yet. Hang on.
when he's with me? He says he needs me, that he wants me, that he believes in me.
And when I'm in his arms, oh, he swears there's no one else. Is he deceiving me?
Yes.
Or am I deceiving myself?
I'm deceiving myself.
Oh, does he love you?
Does he love you
like he loves
like
me?
he loves me?
Does he think of you?
Does he think of you
when he's holding me? And does he whisper?
Does he whisper
all his fantasies? Does he love you?
Does he love you
Like he's been loving me. Happy song. Oh, I should not lose my temper,
Oh, I should not be ashamed.
'cause I have everything to lose.
I have nothing
of you?
Does he think of you?
When he's holding me? Does he whisper?
Does he whisper?
Oh, his fantasies. Does he love you?
Does he love you?
Like he's been loving me? How does he love you? Chef Curtis, ladies and gentlemen. You're the best. You can cook and everything.
And he's a good sport.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you can take a chair with you too. Perfect. Love it. Not many people would put up with us like you do. Thank you so very much.
So sorry about that. I'd like some dessert later.
Oh yeah, she wants her dessert still. Don't forget that part. Y'all know this one. Sing it with me too, okay? He was on his way home from Candletop. Been 2 weeks gone and he thought he'd stop at Webb's and have him a drink before he went home to her. And he Wolo said hello. He said hi, what's doing? Won't said sit down, I got some bad news, it's gonna hurt. Now I'm your best friend and you know that's right, but your young bride ain't home tonight. Since you've been gone, she's been seeing that Amos boy say. Now he got mad and he saw red, and he said, boy, don't you lose your head, cause to tell you the truth, I've been with her myself. What? And that's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hurt an innocent man. So don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. Well, Andy got scared and left the bar, walking on home cause he didn't live far, you see, and he didn't have many friends, he just lost him one. And brother thought his wife must have left town. He went home and finally found the only thing daddy had left him, and that was a gun. So he went off to Andy's house, slipping through the backwoods quiet as a mouse, came upon some tracks too small for Andy to make. He looked through the screen on the back porch door. He saw Andy lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, and he started to shake. Well, a Georgia patrol was making the rounds, so he fired a shot just to flag him down. A big-bellied sheriff grabbed his gun and said, why'd you do it? The judge said guilty on a make-believe trial, slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile and said, supper's waiting at home, I gotta get to it. And that's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hurt an innocent man. So don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. They hung my brother before I could say tracks he saw while on his way to Andy's house, and back that night were mine. And his cheating wife had never left town. That's one body that'll never be found. You see, little sister don't miss when she aims her gun. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hurt an innocent man. So don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. thought she was ready, now she's not so sure. And she thought she'd done some living, oh, but now she's just wondering what she's living for. Oh, she's feeling that there's something more. Sing it with me. Is there life out there? So much she hasn't done. Is there life beyond her family and her home? She done what she should she do what she dares? She doesn't want to leave, she's just wondering, is there life out there? She's always live for tomorrow. She never learned how to live for today. But she's dying to try something foolish, do something crazy, or just get away. Oh, something for herself, for a change. Is there life out there? So much she hasn't done. Is there life beyond her family and her home? She done what she should she do what she dares? She doesn't want to leave, she's just wondering, is there life out there? 'Cause there's a place in the sun where she's never been, where life is fair and time is her friend. But she do it the same as she did back then. Or she looks out her window and she wonders again, is there life out there? So much she hasn't done. Is there life beyond her family and her home? She done what she should she do what she dares? She doesn't want to leave, she's just wondering. Oh my. She do what she dares? She doesn't want to leave, she's just wondering, is her life out there? You'd be a mess now if it hadn't been for me. You said I stole your heart away by looking in your eyes. I wonder now how many times you sold that pack of lies. If this is how you act when you give your heart away, well, take it back. Take it back. Oh, take it back. You told me I was everything you wanted and more. So tell me what you doing now, sneaking out the back door. Or you're bringing home flowers and a bottle of Chablis. You forgot I don't drink wine, I know that bottle's not for me. So if this is how you act when you give your heart away, well, take it back. Take it back. Oh, take it back. Take it back. Yeah. You don't even notice all the nights I spend alone. Tell 'em, Mike. tearing everybody's home. It's a crazy little thing they call the telephone. Well, there's one on every corner, in the back of every bar. You can get one in your briefcase, on a plane, or in your car. So tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now darling, honey, what is your excuse? Sing it for me. There better been a flood, a landslide of mud, a fire that burns up the wire, or thunder so loud with the lightning from a cloud. A natural disaster I know nothing about. Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now darling, honey, y'all sing it for me, sing it. Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
Tell me why haven't I heard from you?
Why haven't I heard from you?
I said, now darling, honey, big finish, everybody. Y'all did great. Love it. I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room, run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. And Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Well, Mama watched me pony curl my hair as she painted my eyes and lips. Then stepped into a satin dancing dress. I had a split from the side clean up to my hips.
It was red.
Velvet trim and it fit me good. And standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman I hadn't grown to stood.
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
She said,
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
Mama, that little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes when she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack, and then she looked at me and took a rag of bread. She said, your paws runned off, I'm real sick, and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self true. And I shivered as I watched the roads crawl across the toe of my shoe. Sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, fancy, they'll be nice to you. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want to have one, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move me uptown. Well, that was the last time I saw my mom, and I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby. Mama died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. Wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do, and I made myself this solemn vow that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know, I might have been born just plain white trash. Fancy was my name, and she said,
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
she said,
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
Wasn't long after up benevolent man took me in off the streets. 1 week later, I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite.
Yes, you
I
was.
charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And then I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat. I ain't done bad.
She ain't done bad.
Now in this world, there's a lot of self-righteous. Hypocrites, they call me bad. Criticize a mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. Well, but no, I ain't had to worry about nothing from now on 15 years. I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ear.
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
She said,
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down.
Lord, forgive me for what I do. But if you won't have one, it's up to you. Now don't let me down now. Your mama's gonna move you uptown. And I guess she did.
Uh-huh.
Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Thank you. Big round of applause for my band, please.